good morning. It's Axel again, off for another adventure. I'm taking off for about 2 weeks, and I have been wanting to do this trip for probably a good 12 years or better. There's a special draw for mule deer buck up in one of the places that I hold dear in my heart, up at Yahatinda Way, which is in central western Alberta. And I'm loaded and ready to go. So if nothing else, it'll be beautiful scenery, and I think I've posted some pictures and maybe a short video of this place in previous videos. But come along for the ride and enjoy the trials and tribulations of it all. I wanted to do something of a minimalist camp, but it kind of evolved. So being up there for 2 weeks, I'd like to be a little comfortable, getting a little older, and it's nice to rest after hiking those mountains up there. And I've kept my physical abilities up over the past downtime since elk hunting season last year. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Probably have to start a little slower and treat the body kind, and just blend in with the elements and nature out there. So anyways, we'll catch up to you later. Cheers. So first stop, gotta pay respect. Gotta pay respect to the land, gotta pay respect to my teacher, and gotta respect nature and God. So here I am. This is a Shinto shrine, Usagi Jinja, and my teacher is just finishing up with a client, but I thought I would do a little prayer for my journey and ask for blessings and to be safe, to be one with the land, to be respectful. No brainer to be respectful, but anyways, there's a nice torii gate. Anyways, and hopefully all goes well. And now I have a gift for Take Sensei, or Jay Creasy, the founder of the Usagi Jinja. That's okay. So this is Jay Sensei, or Take Sensei. He's the curator and the founder of Usagi Jinja. And on my adventure, I'm going out to do this nature walk and procure food for my family. So just to...
and close friends.
Yes, and close friends. So I have a little gift that I picked up last year.
Oh my God, oh my gosh. Look at the size of that. Elk?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. That's like as big as me. Isn't that just an amazing feat of...
So
Thank you so much.
this was probably broken in battle, just by the way it's sheared off and so on. Either that or preparing for battle. And this was a gift because through all my adventures in elk hunting last year, I was just allowing myself to get food and to be one with the elk and to learn their nature. And it's always in the back of the mind of a hunter that, boy, I'd love that nice 6-point bull elk. Well, after hunting season, all the bull elk appeared in front of me, and I wasn't hunting any time, but it was just at that right time of year when they crossed in front of me, and I was videotaping them, which everybody can see on my past videos. They dropped their horns right in front of me, so I got the best of both worlds, and a true gift from nature. So
this is a shed then?
Yes.
Wow.
So what went through my mind at the time, because I found 2 initially, and I said, well, you know what, if I find a 3rd one, I would give it as a gift to my good friend here and teacher. And sure enough, a week later, I found another one from the same herd, and they were continuing to shed their horns. So
that is really tremendous. I just never seen a horn so big. Even moose horns are.
They can get,
They get big too?
They can get big too. I've seen some where you can lay down inside
honestly.
of them.
Oh, so
Yeah,
and they've got 2 of those things on there.
yeah.
It's like a Christmas tree.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yeah.
Onwards with the journey, guys. I'll catch up to you later. Well, I made it. Yay. Home away from home. And nobody is here. Soon to be. The weekend's coming, so I guess I've got some visitors that are coming out, so I'll have to find a strategic place to put my camp. But I've got wood, and the fire pit's been built up and rearranged, so this is a place that we tend to come and enjoy the outdoors and use this as a base camp off of Wild Horse Creek, or Wild Horse Creek. And yeah, so it's random camping out here, and you can stay for 2 weeks and then you have to pack up and go, and you need a little permit that doesn't cost as much as the Kananaskis permit, like half or even less, but it's crown land camping, and you don't need that everywhere in Alberta, thank God. It's not as if I pay my taxes. I get my hunting licenses every year, and now I'm also a member of HIA, which is the Hunter Training Association, and so on. So I pay. I don't need to pay anymore. So this is what I'm going to use for a base camp, and this is the Red Deer River over my shoulder. And yeah, I did camp in here. Let me turn this thing around. I did camp in here last time and strung my hammock between a couple of these trees. Looks like somebody built another fire pit over here. So yeah, I think it was between this tree and this tree, because it's a nice little flat spot here. So obviously somebody else used it. Or was it over here? No, it was there. this is where I am. I don't really want to build my camp across here because it seems to be a bit of a trail, and we do have wild horses that come through, and kind of don't want to be in their way. Oh, speaking of which, I hear them off in that direction. Something was whinnying, or more like screaming in a sense. It was so. Anyway, it's about 4:30, and I've probably got I got about 2.5 hours before dark, maybe 3. So I better get to her and set up camp. And yeah, I think same setup as before, and it's kind of nice. I got my own little fire pit, so let's see how clean they left it. A little bit of junk in there. Aw, nice happy face. Yeah. It's gonna be a little tricky getting my trailer in here. Maybe I'm gonna park my trailer off that way and then set up my camp here. Yeah, something like that. Anyway, I'll check back with you. And the adventure is underway. My intention, by the way, is I'm gonna stay out here till I run out of food. I brought quite a bit of food. Hopefully my wife doesn't mind so much. I told her that we got Starlink coming so that I can reach out and say hi and let her know that I'm okay and all that kind of stuff. But that's coming on Saturday, and today is Tuesday. And opening day for me and my draw, which is across the Red Deer River, is the boundary. Till quite a bit further south. Yeah, that opens tomorrow at start of shooting light, which I think is, if I'm not wrong, about 7 o'clock in the morning. Because we are in September now, so the days are getting shorter. So anyway, talk to you later. And there they are. Oh, and the baby. Oh, there's more. I was just parking and they came out. So that's what I was hearing whinnying. These are wild horses at Wild Horse Creek. Go figure. Awesome. And that's why I don't want to block their normal trail, because they usually go up and down. There's a creek over here. Well, I guess Wild Horse Creek. It's over here. So twice a day they come through. First thing in the morning, they're either going that way or that way. I'm usually going that way, and then they come back at some point in time during the night, and then repeat the cycle again. So you just don't want to be in the way, so that, you know, all of a sudden there's a hammock run across their trail. So anyway, I'll get back at her. Just parking here, and just had to get a shot of that for everybody out there. Cheers. I'm back. Well, I don't know if anybody's ever seen me set up my hammock before, but that was the hyper speed so nobody gets bored with me setting it up. So quirks. Okay, it came with these stupid little carabiners that are meant for, I don't know, putting it together like a toy. One's already broken on me, and so on. So I have to have this connection for the tarp quite tight, because when I get in, even though it's a flat hammock and it's a little bit of a sag to it, just a little bit, you know, like it keeps me pretty level. The mosquito netting in the inside droops down if I don't have the tarp tight, because in here you can see it's attached to it. So at both ends it's attached, so the tension on this connection, if this has weight, it tends to sag right in the middle. Kind of gets a little claustrophobic. So, but anyways, I found that if I just tension those up, and that's why the carabiner broke that it came with. But it's beautiful the way that the tarp is. It traps the hot air from your body in there. And on this trip, because it's fall now, I have a thermal blanket that's run on a battery pack, so like a recharging port USB thing. So I've got 2 sleeping bags, and I'm going to put this in the middle. It's got 6 heaters in it, mainly around the top for your shoulders and your thoracic region, or your upper chest, and the small of your back, and then down by your feet as well. So I'm keen to try that out, because I've been using a diesel heater, and even though it's beautiful, it's remote. It takes a car battery or a deep cycle battery, and it takes fuel, which gives emissions. Now, the emissions have never bothered me, and maybe say if the temperature gets down, you know, between 0 and -20, I'm going to borrow it from my friend and see how well I can weather that kind of temperature sleeping overnight. Much colder than that, well, I don't have any gear, and I'm sick and tired of sleeping in the truck. So this is the best that I can do, and I guess no or very little footprint as far as disturbance on the ground, flattening grass and things like that. Although, you know, this place has been used quite substantially, so I'm not too worried about that. And where I am, there's not too much grass and ground cover, more just lichens and a little bit of moss, and I think the horses keep it grazed down pretty good as well in the off seasons. So that being said, I just wanted to show you my setup, because if you've watched previous videos, maybe you see me sleeping in that, and maybe you got curiosities. It was a steal of a deal. Like, it was between $200 and $300. I think it was like $260 for this flat hammock. And I know you can spend all kinds, and you can get ratchet strapped ones and triangular ones that go between 3 trees, and it's this huge platform up in the trees. But for just me, because my wife is not so much into camping because of mobility issues and so on, which is a real damn shame. Man, I gotta solve that issue. Other than having an RV. Anyways, that being said, I'm gonna set up the rest of the way and then I'll take you for a tour after. Cheers. Well, night one. I got the fire going. And she's pretty dark. Lost my light. So, sorry it's all grainy and everything. This camera's not very good in the dark, but anyway. Got mostly set up. I'll take you through a walkthrough tomorrow. It's opening day tomorrow, but haven't eaten this afternoon or this evening yet, but just a little on the fence with opening day. I'd rather get my camp set up and secure and settle in and then maybe go out for the evening hunt tomorrow. But yeah, calm enough. The horses moved on and they stopped whinnying, and my shelter's pretty good, and I've got most of the sides blocked off to keep interlopers or whatever's lurking in the woods, at least give me some warning that they're there. This is grizzly country and whatever else that walks the woods, so you always got to be on your toes, especially if you're alone. So anyways, I will catch up to you in the morning, and hope you all are doing very well and not being too stressed out about the world, and get your feet on the ground, get away from it all. This time of year, it's beautiful out. Plus 20 and down to a low of between 7 and 5. So, and we'll see about that. And I'll show you my bedding and how I set that up. It's pretty sweet. Hopefully it works, and I'd like to test it in colder weather as well, just to see how low can I go. Have a good night, folks. Talk to you later. Well, I'm back at her. Not much to see around here, and I'm trying to keep it quiet, but that's where I'm going. And that's where I've been. Nobody here today. As far as I can tell, over the last 3 days, there's been 2 sets of like a side-by-side and maybe a motorbike that went up here. But I'm looking for a good crossing to put my brand new trail cam out. So wish me luck, and well, if I see anything interesting along the way, I'll give you a shout. But got to get my legs on again and my heart going. I'm 56 now, so that just takes a little extra time to keep going and get going. Strong enough. That's a nice place with no obstructions. A little bit of a game trail. If you can see down there, it goes through there. Not quite what I'm looking for. Oh, I want to see some fresh sign. So, anyways, cheerio. Hunting I will go. Or just taking a lot of pictures. See you later. Boomba, baby. I got me a blue grouse. Or a spruce grouse. Just as this. Huh. Supper. Pretty birds. These beautiful eyes. Yeah. Number one bird. No deer today, but bird. Supper. Yay. Well, pretty sure it's a spruce grouse. So, and I'm just about halfway up this mountain here. Put the bird down. Another 300 yards up to there. And then probably another 400 yards up to the actual top. So I still got about 3/4 of a kilometer or a little better. I've just been working my way along this cut line road. And bird. Oh, I don't think I'm scaring anything else. I was going to set up a trail camera, but I can't seem to find a decent trail either. Something down at the bottom, but I don't want everybody being filmed as they're going by on their quads. So I'm going to hold on to that idea until I find something a little more worthy. Talk to you later. Hi again. I'm about 7/8 of the way up. And it's not the distance that's killing me, it's the altitude. and it's warm out. Anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to traumatize anybody out there for getting my supper, but I got my supper. And you can see how much altitude I put on. I'm pretty much level with everything, so I'm sure I'm only maybe 200 meters off the top. The good part about hunting up here is it's all downhill. Just got to get it to the edge. And there's no snow, so good grip and everything. I could have took the road, but I decided to come up this just to cut some of the distance off because it zigzags back and forth across the mountain here. Probably add another kilometer to my trek, which is okay. I gotta lose some weight.
but I didn't bring enough water, so I'm gonna have to use it sparingly and maybe pop a little mint in my mouth or something like that to kind of weather this out and keep my energy up. Because I don't think there's any water up here. There might be some in the drainage pond beyond the ridge up here, but how good is it? And I have no way of purifying it. So, let's. I don't think there's any beavers up here, but I don't want any giardia or any kind of bugs. That would kind of end things in a hurry. So, here I'll turn the camera around and you can take a boo what I'm. And I'm parked where that meadow is down there. The road crosses the meadow. I think Google Maps said it's only 4 kilometers, 2 miles, 4.6 kilometers, something like that up to the top and where I want it to go. Whether I want to leave a trail camera up here, I don't know. I did see tracks down at the bottom. I know mule deer like the alpines at this time of year. But am I stupid? Anyways, stupid is as stupid does, and I've been stupid a lot in my lifetime. I'm just gonna air out and cool down before the sun goes down. I think I got another 3 hours or so to go, or 4 hours of daylight. The shadow is going to hit this side, so if you're sweating, that's no good, because it does drop down to about 2 or 3 degrees in this country at the moment, even though it's plus 20, 22 during the day. And if you want to get hypothermia, that's the best way to do it. And if you don't feel like living, that's the best way to do it too. Anyways, cheers. I'll catch up to you at the top. There, I made it. 360 view. Just a little afternoon jaunt. I wouldn't want my Norwegian ancestors to try to put me down and say, oh, you little wimp, it's just a little mountain. Bite me. Well, I don't even know what time it is. Oh, 2:38 still got lots of daylight. And I left at 11:45. So, not bad. Didn't have to bushwhack. I should probably be quiet because I'm now on the wind is not in my favor. I got an east wind, and of course, where I suspect that the deer milling around is straight west of me, straight downwind of me. So the only thing I could do is maybe tack the wind and maybe walk up to the top of this knob here and see what's over the edge. Sorry, as a little bit winded. I put on some altitude. Anyways, fun and games. Let the journey continue. And I hope you're enjoying the scenery. I'm going to flip the camera around and kind of pan out a bit. without my ugly mug in it. Those beautiful mountains. It's big country. Yes, sirree Bob, it is big country. And if anything else exciting happens, like, oh gee, I got a visitor. Where is he? Ah, there he is. Helicopter. Probably looking for forest fires, checking for hunters, all that kind of thing. Oh, lost him. Huh. That'd be awesome if he landed. I'd catch a ride with him back down. Probably forestry service though. Anyway, just enough to scare all the animals off the top of the mountain, right? Yeah. Okay, we'll see you guys a little later. Beautiful meadows. I like that one over there. And there's one over there in the shadow, if you can see it. And this nice little valley in between us. A nice little plateau over there. God's country. Okay, see you later. I will have to leave it there. Awesome views, great adventure. Stay tuned for the next one. Cheers.